Hello, beloved listeners, and welcome to Snake People at the Movies, film criticism by people who actually like film. Join us as we dive into movies we love, movies we respect, and movies we wish we could unsee. It's the podcast where we talk about growing up and living queer, nerdy, and depressed, online and at the cinema. From the kids who are walking down memory lane, it's Sneeple at the Movies. I'm Ezra.
I'm Helena.
And I'm Matty. I'm fucking tired. I think we're all fucking tired.
February is bad. I'm gonna take a strong stance here and say February sucks shit.
Yeah.
One of the worst months, maybe.
They decided in New York that it was going to be winter last week. And they stuck with that plan for about a couple of days. It was like 10 degrees outside, very nice. And then
gross.
Now it's back to like 40s and 50s, and we're like, okay. So that was fun.
A winter break, if you will.
Yeah, something like that.
We had another brief flirtation with the Fraser River outflow, which translates to, wow, it's really windy. And then like some people get their power knocked out. And it goes back to, and then it goes back to being, like 44 degrees and drizzling.
Nothing exciting has happened here. It's just kind of been cold.
It's just keeps happening. And like, yeah, it's getting lighter or whatever, but like, I don't know. I feel like this week has been happening for approximately the past 2.5 months. And the fact that it's only Wednesday is, as I said earlier, a hate crime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understandable.
So, yeah, I think we're all non-problematically self-medicating with a little bit of nostalgia in various forms.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Talking about the weather.
Yeah. And talking about the weather, because we were all raised in the Pacific Northwest, and, yeah.
That's all we know how to do.
That's it. That's the end of the sentence. That's a complete sentence.
Yeah, I mean, we're all tired, and we don't want to. We don't have the energy.
This is welcome to our cozy late winter afternoon podcast. It's evening, but you get the vibe. So
we're just gonna do
go make a warm
Sneep
beverage of your choice, go listen to us, and maybe use this as some recommendations for a nice Jesus shitting Christ, it's still February evening watch.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. Like, that was not an I'm making fun of you. That was an I mean, it would
be okay if you were, but yeah.
No. Yeah. And it's been a while since we've done a What We Sneep episode, and I was like, you know what? I think we're due one.
I am so, like, vaguely, but sort of... This reminds me. Okay, I have to watch fucking Banshees of Inisherin because my dad hated it. And I was listening to him describe it, and I was like, Dad, you didn't like this movie because that's theater of the absurd is what you have just described, which is a thing that you do not like.
Interesting.
And so now I really need to see this movie because I have this theory from listening to my dad talk about it that it constitutes theater, like it's draws a lot from theater of the absurd.
Remind me of the definition of theater of the absurd again.
I'm probably gonna fuck this up, but it's like things are so. It has a little bit in common with the whole Brechtian alienation thing, where things are so contradictory and bizarre that it's supposed to break your immersion so that you consider the piece of theater critically, rather than, like, being caught up in the story or just empathizing with the characters. Like, the characters are too weird to empathize with, so you have to, like, think about the reasoning behind what they're doing, or the fact that there's no, like, truth is fake or whatever. But my dad was like, I just couldn't relate to these characters. Like, their behavior was so bizarre that I couldn't relate to them as people. And I went, well, hey, maybe that's on purpose. So even if you didn't like it, like, he would, I don't know. So again, I haven't watched the movie because
I had a very different experience because I did find it very relatable. But I'm also used to Martin McDonagh's
I think that's also style. But my dad loves In Bruges. My dad loves In Bruges. And he liked 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri better than I did.
Oh,
He's not saying he liked it, but I fucking hated that movie. Like, I hated the experience of watching that movie.
It's a bad movie.
It's not that I think it was, like... It's not that it was garbage, it's that I personally found it intensely distasteful to watch.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel about Seven Psychopaths. Yeah. Which I also think is, like, not good, and I hate it.
Agree.
Sorry. It's so weird to me. People are like... I'm like, In Bruges is one of my favorite movies. They're like, so you like Martin McDonagh, right? And I'm like...
I like his plays.
I like In Bruges. And I like his plays. Like, I like The Pillow Man.
I like Cripple of Inishmaan. I like The Pillow Man. I like The Pillow Man. Like, that's...
Yeah, I know, right? Which is a deeply fucked up sentence to say if you know anything about The Pillow Man. But deeply also... fucked. Seven Psychopaths sucks. Sorry.
It's not a good film. Anyway. And I have, like, my hate towards 3 Billboards is disproportionate, partially because it, of course, is, like, the one movie, and up until Banshees was, like, the one movie of his to get, like, Oscar recognition and, like, actually win him an Oscar for, I think...
I know.
God, I want to say he won something, or at least if not, it won Frances McDormand an acting Oscar, I'm sure. But it was just kind of like, really? Like, really? Anyway.
I feel like one of these days we should do an Oscars episodes that's just Oscars that make you go, for real? For that?
Oh, God,
because there's a lot of them.
That would be like a fucking 2-hour episode.
Okay, sure. Well, we can split it up or something, but we really should do they won an Oscar for that one.
Yes.
This is a separate discussion, but, you know.
A 2-part Sneeple episode would be interesting. I don't think we've done that before, but we sure could.
It would just be we record for so long that Matty's editing, and then the voice of God comes down and says, I'm done. We're splitting this one here. Come back in 2 weeks.
And we build anticipation. Like the days of yore.
Certainly doable.
When they used to release television properly once a week. Which they're starting to do again. Anyway.
Yeah, it's good. The binge, death to the era of binge television. It's bad.
Agree.
Binge podcasting. That's right.
Yeah. Do it. Don't. You listen to as much Sneeple at once as you want. I'm not your dad. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
But we are going to tell you what we watced.
Unless you have a shitty relationship with your dad, in which case I can be your dad.
Anyway.
Like I said, I'll say it again in case it didn't make it on the recording. I drowned my remaining 3 brain cells in my afternoon rockstar today. And this was day 9 out of the last 12 of having weird nightmares. So I am living the life.
Interesting.
Yeah, anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So yeah, we did an Sneep things with our human eyeballs.
That's right. As opposed to our other eyeballs. Our snake eyeballs.
What, you don't have a second set of eyeballs?
Eyeballs. I don't like that one, actually.
No, that's a bad word. Much. That's not a good
Never
word,
you mind.
I don't like the sound.
I try. All right, I try my best.
You did. You get a gold star for trying.
Thank you.
You get the attempt. Yellow there was an attempt triangle.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway. Take it away, somebody who's not me.
Helena, you want to go? You want me to go?
I can go.
Okay.
Let me see.
You don't have to. That was just an ad.
I can start. It'd be good for me. I finished rewatching Black Sails. I don't know why I said that. I'm just I don't know why I say things. Don't ask me or analyze.
Because we have a podcast.
My words.
That's why any of us are saying things.
Yeah. I finished rewatching Black Sails the other night, and I don't know what to do with myself. Guess we'll just have to watch Black Sails again from the beginning.
Yeah.
Hey, Helena. Any chance you want to watch The Terror with me?
Yes. That's a question.
Okay, cool. Maybe we should. If it's winter, usually the weather gets really bad in February in Pacific Northwest. Let's watch The Terror.
Let's watch The Terror. I was thinking about my those guys when I stepped outside on my balcony the other day and was like,
those guys.
Those guys in the guys in the Franklin expedition. I know what they feel like.
My favorite cold boys.
Yeah, this must be what The Terror felt like. Anyway.
With 100% less lead poisoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Well,
98% less lead poisoning?
Hard to say.
Substantially less lead poisoning.
That seems fair. Yeah.
I don't know your life. I don't know what New York's like.
If you have lead poisoning, I think that is your problem specifically.
It's definitely my body's problem, but in terms of, like, am I going to investigate that? That's not something I can be bothered with right now.
You said that you love a mystery earlier.
Yeah, but I was trying to get you to allow me to do something.
Hold on. How could I have stopped you?
Well, you couldn't, but I long and yearn for your approval, and
please.
And I'd also like making you laugh, so that's mostly why I do things. Exactly.
All right, Gaylord, move on.
Exactly. That's why I rewatch Black Sails, because I am the premium Gaylord, and yeah.
Please don't cancel me for calling on Gaylord.
If we're getting canceled for shit we said on this show, that is so far down the list of shit we're getting canceled for.
Okay, that's fair. You know what? You're right.
Yeah, that's a great show that everybody should watch. And I don't care.
If you haven't watched Black Sails, watch Black Sails.
Yeah, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what your deal is. Just, like, get it the fuck together and watch Black Sails. Oh my god.
I'm working on it, alright?
No. That's not you specifically. No, everyone besides that.
I'm gonna, like, sometimes I think about, like, just, like, sculpting a fake Emmy and mailing it to Toby Stephens for Black Sails.
It's very interesting because people have been talking about it. There's been a resurgence of people talking about it on Twitter because, as some people may already know, they're redoing Percy Jackson as a TV series, and they cast Toby Stephens as Poseidon, which is hilariously funny and it's going to be incredible. Funny. But they also cast Jessica, what is her name? I'm so sorry. Who plays Max on Black Sails. She's going to be playing Medusa, I believe.
Oh, for real?
Oh, so
that's
just
fun.
Like,
I am preemptively deeply horny about this show that is ostensibly for children.
Jessica Parker Kennedy. Yeah, she's going to be playing Medusa.
Good evening, I'm listening.
Black Sails returns.
I think, that we just need to keep casting Black Sails actors in...
I want Zach... Is it McGowan? Yeah. Zach McGowan?
Zach McGowan?
I want Zach McGowan, but I need him to have his regular curly hair.
Yeah. Well, I want Toby Schmitz to do something
so much better. I mean, yeah, Toby Schmitz should be, it's not really a trickster god in a...
Yeah, there's not a trickster god that gets enough screen time, if you know what I mean. Like, Hermes is there.
Also, I don't know anything about Percy Jackson. This is the caveat. I literally know zero things about Percy Jackson.
Yeah, valid. Well, it's very exciting. Because I'm just thinking about it. So people have been talking about it, like, oh my god, Toby Stephens, Black Sails, and people have been like, if you're a young person who's like, ooh, Black Sails, a show with this actor playing Poseidon, please be careful and look up what happens on the show, especially in season 1 before you start
content
doing that.
warnings for
it's
easier. It's like it's easier to tell you what there isn't a content warning for on Black Sails, frankly.
For real. I learned for the first time, because I never bothered to look it up, what keel hauling was by watching Black Sails.
Oh, fascinating.
Because they keel haul somebody in season 3
do.
Pretty fucking brutally, and they're not shy about showing what it does to the human body if you scrape it on the underside of a ship with barnacles over and over again. Anyway,
nothing good.
Black Sails rules, and
it's true.
Watch it.
Just Googled keel hauling, and one of the first things that came up was keel hauling Black Sails.
Yeah, yep. I'd like to be clear, I'm pretty sure that the whole point, like, historically with keel hauling, I don't know if they typically did it more than once. Like, I think one turn underneath the ship was usually
I cannot imagine that you would survive doing it more than once.
Yeah, that's why, because the particular person that they keel haul on Black Sails isn't killed immediately. So they just keep doing it to him until
they just wait,
Archer's like, he's not dying, we have to just shoot him. Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
Yikes.
Anyway,
watch this show, caveat. Yikes.
Yeah.
I also actually just finished watching, I know I'm like so behind because it came out, I think 5 years ago, When They See Us, the show about the Exonerated Five, or the Central Park Five. That came out a while back. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. So
it's a miniseries on Netflix, directed by Ava DuVernay. It's like...
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I do remember.
Won a few Emmys back then. What's her name? Vera Farmiga, I think, is in it, and Felicity Huffman, before she was arrested, is in it as well. It was, like, again, really, really good. Tremendous acting and really good writing. Really, for obvious reasons, extremely brutal and frustrating and, like, awful to watch. Especially the first episode, I felt, when, like, a lot of the stuff was happening to them as children, and you have to, like, watch their, like, version of, like, what their experience was of having these police interrogate them, and, like, make them sign false confessions after hours without their parents and without food or water, etc., etc. It's just, like, it's the whole thing is awful. But that's all, like, the discussion has been had. This has won many Emmys. It's a very great show. It's still on Netflix. You should watch it if you're interested. And those are the TV shows I have been watching. I watched the David Cronenberg film from this last year, Crimes of the Future. Rah rah. Okay. Very good. Very fucked up.
Love to watch David Cronenberg's weird pervert movies.
I do too. I love whatever Kristen Stewart was doing in this. I think it's fascinating. Lea Seydoux I thought was really great. Viggo Mortensen is just this little gremlin, and it's incredible.
I do very much want to watch that.
Yeah, it's good. It's really interesting. I liked it. And, okay,
if you're telling me that Lea Seydoux is worth watching in it, I will give it a go, because I historically cannot stand her.
I know.
So sorry.
I thought of you when I was watching that, and I was like, oh, she is in this movie, and he doesn't like Lea Seydoux very much. But she
have
is
a weird grudge
against
Lea Seydoux. I don't know why. I just, like, find her unutterably boring on screen.
I think when she's more interesting with a good director.
That makes sense. I also think I've just unfortunately seen mostly her being directed badly.
Yeah, that's fair. Which is not very interesting in the Bond films. And Blue is the Warmest Color, don't even get me started.
I will take every possible opportunity to shit on that movie.
Yes, you should.
The longtime listeners of this podcast are aware. It's bad.
It's very bad.
It's bad and I hate it.
But she's very good in Crimes of the Future.
Cool.
And then
I like it when Viggo Mortensen plays a freak, so...
He is a very special freak in this, and he's dressed like Prior Walter a lot of the time. In
Excuse me.
I mean,
God bless.
I'm probably the only person who would have watched that. That's not true. I just... Because I don't think that was intentional by any means, probably. But I see a dude in a cloak, and I'm just like, yes, just like in Tony Kushner's play Angels in America Part 2, Perestroika.
That's right.
After Crimes of the Future, I watched another body horror movie called National Treasure Book of Secrets. I don't fucking know.
What? Okay, now hold on. Yeah. Clarify.
No, there's no connection. I was just trying to segue into it.
Another weird pervert movie, National Treasure Book of Secrets.
What is Helena, elaborate on that. Helena,
Nick Cage is a pervert for history and treasure.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Cage does look with genuine lasciviousness at historical artifacts in those movies. Which, don't get me wrong, I respect and support.
Yeah, me too. I get it.
It's a comedy. Like Book of Secrets to me is more explicitly a comedy than even the first one is. Yeah. Like I was like laughing. I haven't seen this movie since it came out. I was like laughing the fuck out loud in my apartment alone. Like, that's a good line.
I haven't seen Book of Secrets since it came out either, and I have. Do they kidnap the president? Do they say they have to kidnap the president? Okay, yes. That is that movie.
Both.
He kidnaps him very briefly. The president.
Yeah, he doesn't kidnap him for very long.
Bruce Greenwood is his name.
Yes,
the guy who plays.
Oh yeah.
I think I am the person before you just rewatched it who had seen this movie most recently, because I rewatched it a good fistful of years ago, but it was somewhat recent. Like, I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
It was before I had a letterbox, but I did see it somewhat recently.
Yeah, they can have the president.
Because I own it on DVD.
Oh, nice. I love that for you. I want that for me.
Hey, speaking of DVDs, I now accidentally own 2 Spider-Man movies, but they're both Spider-Man 2 because I forgot that somebody got it for me, so I bought a copy at Goodwill.
So I'm wondering if what happened there was the DVD grab bag from a couple of New Year's.
It was. No, probably. It was the DVD grab bag from a couple of New Year's
and none of you
which is the gift that
like,
truly keeps on giving.
I was like, come on, y'all. What are you talking about? Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I ended up with a couple of winners, so I was like, I don't want to trade. I want these.
That's valid. That's very valid. You gotta love what you have. Know what you have.
And know what you love.
And know what you love. So I watched National Treasure.
So you watched Book of Secrets. Did you watch anything else?
Yeah, I watched National Treasure after that. The first one. Like, kind of almost immediately after that. It took me 2 days to watch Book of Secrets because I was doing that thing where I was, like, watching a movie while I cook. And then I was like, I should watch another movie. And then I didn't. And then I finished Book of Secrets. And then I was like, I really want to watch National Treasure. Because there's something about the serotonin of those scenes that I really wanted to get. But I was like, I can only get that serotonin if I watch it all the way through. And then I did. And I was like, God, this movie fucking rules. So
I love her. I love her being National Treasure.
I love her. And I...
Very formative for my youth.
I of course, kept watching.
Formative.
Oh my God, don't even... Yeah. It's just imprinted into my brain. I have, of course, still been watching the National Treasure television series because fuck you.
So funny.
It's not good. It's fine. I also, in terms of rewatches, I rewatched Saved because hell yeah.
I love that movie.
Very
I've never
enjoyable.
seen it.
Oh, I haven't seen it in so long.
I really do want to watch it, but I haven't ever seen it.
Yeah, it's very fucking
very
funny.
Delightful. There's the whole... I completely... Because the last time I saw Saved, I don't even remember when I last saw it. I was like elementary school, middle school or something. We like rented it from the video store that definitely no longer exists, that video store.
Rip.
And some video store in Lads Edition, I think. And
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because that's what we used to go to when I lived in that neighborhood, right?
Yeah, it was like a smaller video store.
Yeah.
But I very much doubt it's there anymore.
No, it's a coffee shop now. Oh, no, It's a bike store.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. I think I used to go by that bike store when I was meeting people about the cafe. Yeah, so that's the last time I saw that movie. So very, very long time ago. And I completely forgot about certain parts, like about her boyfriend going to like the fucking Mercy house and like falling in love. It's basically like her boyfriend off screen is living the plot of But I'm a Cheerleader while she's having this completely other like Juno plot line.
It's so funny.
Along with like
good for him.
The Jewish punk skateboarder who is like has a crush on Macaulay Culkin, and then they start dating, and it's just like, why is this like relationship ideal? She's incredible. Very good movie. And then I also last night I rewatched Spy because I fucking love that movie, and I saw it twice in theaters when it came out, and I haven't had a chance to rewatch it since. And I had a very good time. It still is delightful. Highly recommend. We'll watch with anyone if they want to watch it. Perfect use of Jude Law's potential himbo energy, which nobody ever takes advantage of. And it turns out
sad.
That when you give him an American accent, he's just like automatically a himbo. It's pretty great.
I believe that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Jason Statham is also... I mean, everybody's incredible in it. And so for watches, I have watched a couple of horror movies. I watched From Beyond, which is one of the 1980 kind of like body horror, Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton, similar to like 2/3 of the same team of acting team that were in Reanimator, based on a H.P. Lovecraft novel, but like really, really just like full body horror, so weird, so like horny, so unbelievably horny. Poor Barbara Crampton, but she does get to do like some really incredible stuff in this movie. If you're into like kinky, weird body horror movies from the 1980s, which you should be because hello, highly recommend.
Which I am. All right, good to know.
They're both scream queens. I love this for them, and I hope that they are proud of their work because they should be. And I also watched Lake Mungo, which is an Australian indie film from like mid-2000s, which is a found footage ghost horror movie, ghost story. Mm-hmm. Also really good. Very like mostly more sad, I thought, than scary, but did have some moments of genuine like what the fuck in it. And yeah, I don't always really love found footage horror movies, but this one was like it was so believable and so natural that I really dug it, and it had like a very nice moody atmosphere as well. So that was really good. And then I also watched The Long Day Closes the other night, which is a Terrence Davies film from the early 90s. Beautiful. I'm 3 for 3 on crying during Terrence Davies movies. He's just, I don't know. He's the way that he is able to capture like those invisible moments that we don't share with people, even the people that are closest to us, is like with so much honesty and generosity is I can't think of any filmmaker who does it better. He's great. And it's just a really beautiful memory piece. Similar to Distant Voices, Still Lives, his other movie from a few years previous to that, which is also really wonderful. And since I watched a Terrence Davies movie, I think it's the perfect time for me to reiterate, wow, that's a word that I just had a really hard time saying, to watch Benediction, which came out last year by Terrence Davies, didn't get nominated for any Oscars. Anytime I mention his name, I'm going to tell everybody to watch that movie until I have written testimony from all of our listeners that they have watched this movie. When people start leaving reviews on iTunes saying, I watched Terrence Davies' film Benediction because of this podcast, that is when I will stop bringing this up. Anyway.
I still need to find time to do my
your World War II,
World War I, my World War I double feature of psychological damage. Yeah, I feel like on the one hand the time to do that would have been while my roommate was gone, but on the other hand that would have been a really bad time to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think this is something you should inflict upon your roommate. Yeah.
I need a buddy, but like I don't really have any like film people friends in Bellingham right now.
Word.
And you just go on the Bellingham subreddit and be like, hey, does anyone who's like not an axe murderer think this sounds like a fun time? Like, do you want this to be the beginning of our friendship as we meet a stranger to watch a double feature of Gallipoli and Benediction?
If you're an axe murderer, you have to tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
Other kinds of murderers acceptable.
If you're an axe murderer, you're probably going to be crying too hard about the First World War to axe murder me, so it'll be fine.
Just kidding. Axe murder acceptable. I saw a gift set of Benediction on Tumblr the other day, and I was like, I guess I have to watch this movie then.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, is we show them this gift set to the axe murderer, and then it'll be fine. They'll be like, wow, that's really beautiful. And be like, yeah, I know. Isn't it cute? Isn't it sweet? And you don't have to tell them that, like, psychological damage is incoming. you can just, like, keep that from them.
But then when it does, you axe murder them.
I love Jack Lowden so much. It's so weird seeing him with brown
so
hair.
Good! Like, what the hell?
I don't know.
I'm very happy for him. He kills it.
So bad.
Anyway, what have other people watched?
I've watched a fistful of things. Speaking of TV shows we're rewatching, I'm still watching Psych.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have a lot of fond feelings about Psych, and I'm just kind of like, you know what? I don't want to pay attention to too much. I just want to have a good laugh. I'm gonna watch Psych. So I'm kind of just doing that, which is nice.
Yeah.
I rewatched the 2002 Scooby-Doo movie, Your Friend and Mine.
Your friend, yeah. And mine.
That movie is... I realized I didn't remember, like, anything about that movie except for specifically who the bad guy was, and then everything else just kind of, like, left. Everyone is acting their ass off in that movie, which I think is very funny. I do very much like it.
It's extremely well cast.
It is. I don't think I really care to watch the second movie again. I watched it one time, and it was like, this is fine.
Except the Rowan Atkinson thing. Because I know that
I don't remember what you're talking about.
They wanted Tim Curry to do it, to play that part. And there was some reason exactly that I can't remember that had to do with how he felt specifically about Scooby-Doo lore, because he was a fan, where he was like, I'm not doing this fucking movie. so they basically...
fact I learned about Tim Curry makes him cooler.
Keeping in mind the fact that he had already at that point done Scooby-Doo work with voice acting.
Right.
Like, not that long beforehand.
Not that long previously.
They basically wrote, if there's anything that feels like weird with the Rowan Atkinson part in that movie, it's because they basically wrote that part for Tim Curry.
For Tim Curry?
And then,
you can tell,
he was like, no, I'm not doing it. And they were like, okay.
That's so funny.
We'll go fuck ourselves, I guess. King shit. And they got Rowan Atkinson to do it. And he's like, fine.
To be fair, he does a good job.
He's fine in it. But
he's doing the damn thing. He's not in most of the movie, to be fair.
No, he's putting in the work, but like...
He's putting in the work, but once you know that it's written for Tim Curry, you're just like,
you're like, oh, duh. Yeah, absolutely.
It's such a singularity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That if you write with Tim Curry in mind...
It's hard to...
Really,
yeah.
You know.
I think it has something to do with how he felt about Scrappy-Doo as a character.
I was literally thinking, like, it has to be about Scrappy, right?
Yeah.
Because that is the, like, one thing in the movie that's very, like, doesn't stick with the lore. It's, like, clearly something where they rewrote that movie for an older audience. Which I watched that movie when I was a kid, and watching it again now as an adult, like, who let me get away with watching this on VHS?
No.
Fuck?
This is literally it. He was offered the role, but turned down after learning that Scrappy-Doo was in the film, because, like many fans of the franchise, he did not like Scrappy-Doo. And you know what?
He's right, though.
Okay.
Now, there is a Screen Rant article that is telling me that this isn't true. I'm just going to go ahead and ignore the truth.
I don't care. I don't care if it's true or not.
I don't acknowledge that. In this singular moment, I am choosing to live in a post-truth era.
Look, me believing this harms no one.
Yeah.
Nope. No. I need to believe this is true. Oh my
boy.
God. Okay. Well, anyway, so I watched that. I rewatched Jaws. Not shocking. I rewatched Jaws. I love that movie. I rewatched Return of the Jedi, because one of the local theaters in Portland was doing, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi 3 days in a row in theaters. And we couldn't make it to the other two, but a group of us went and saw Return of the Jedi, and God, it's cool. It was so cool seeing that in a theater.
Whips.
Yeah, it was the remastered version, obviously, that had the CGI stuff added in. And I was telling my dad about this, because I was like, Dad, you saw Return of the Jedi in theaters, like, and he was like, yeah, you probably saw the better version, and I was like, pardon me? And he was like, yeah, you saw, like, the remaster, and I was like, Yes, the stuff with the weird CGI in Jabba's palace. And we didn't get to finish that conversation, we got interrupted, but I am, like, dying to know what he was gonna say, because I know he must have, my dad is, like, a film guy, he's not an idiot. My dad has done stuff with 3D modeling, right?
Yeah.
Like, he knows this kind of, and also he's a Star Wars geek. The man has a Star Wars tattoo on his arm. Like, I know that he had a good reason, but I don't know what it is. I'm, like, haunted by this. I'm gonna call him after we get off the call and be like, Dad, you were gonna say something and I need to know what it was.
Father, why?
Papa, I need to know. And let me say that CGI does look worse on a big screen. Surprising nobody. But otherwise,
as if CGI from the 90s, early 2000s doesn't age as well as practicals from the 1980s. Our matte
crazy,
paintings.
huh?
It's crazy.
I could not imagine. But yeah, love that movie. Looks great on big screen.
Did you say hi to my boy Wedge Antilles for me?
Absolutely. When Wedge came on screen, everybody looked at me. Except for a friend of a friend who obviously does not know that you and I are the Wedge fans of all time. But our other friends who have been on the show, Madeline and Leia, both were like, "It's Wedge," and I was like, "Yeah, yay,
yeah, it is.
There he is. That's my man."
The only person who was part of both Assault on the Death Stars. Anyway, so that was very much first thing. I'm really glad we got to do that. I wish we had been able to see the other two, but whatever.
I have a powerful urge to reread the X-Wing Rogue Squadron books, and I might indulge it.
I think you could. Yeah, we still need to get you the last one, right?
Weirdly, it's not the last one.
No, I was saying the last one that you don't own. Yeah, I knew it was in the middle.
Like, it's so dumb. I need to just suck it up and order it, because I can get it online. I just keep, like, wanting to buy it from a secondhand bookstore, because
we should look on eBay. I bet you dollars to donuts you'll find something that's, like, a good quality with... I bought an entire manga series on eBay the other day.
My thing is, I need the old cover because they did a reprint where they're like, Legends, and I'm like, no, it's fucking not.
Yeah, but I bet you someone is selling their, like, original cover.
Oh, 100%. I mean, like, and I've found them on, like, some of those, like, used book aggregators. I was just trying to avoid the one that is secretly Jeff's hell site. In disguise.
So we'll take a look.
Yeah, sounds good.
Anyway,
but maybe I'll start rereading those and do like a Sneeple sidebar on revisiting Rogue Squadron.
Yeah, I've been meaning to read the Witcher books, so we could do Sneeple Squadron.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I also have been thinking about trying them.
So that could be our sidebar is we're reading. Yeah, I've been meaning to do it forever. I have the first like short stories. Series or book, so I just need to do it.
I find it so much easier to read shit if it's on my phone, because I can just like do it at work and stuff.
You can probably get them through that the library app.
Yeah, that's a good point. I'll put those on hold.
Cool. Anyway, so those are my rewatches. Nice. I watched today Assault on Precinct 13 by my boy John Carpenter. I really liked it. I feel like maybe this is the one that I was talking with Ben about, and he said like I thought it was fine. It was like mid. Which the nice thing about it, it's a tight 90 minutes, and it's one of those things where like every character and almost every place in that movie, you get like no background on any of those people. You don't know their lore or anything. You know exactly what you need to know about them for the story to move forward, and the places you need to know about the places for the story to move forward, and that's it. There's not like a wasted minute in that movie, which like is pretty rare, and I really liked.
Sick.
It was really interesting. I think it's worth a shot. Like I said, it's 90 minutes. Like, it doesn't take a long time.
Yeah,
if you don't like it, you have to sit through 90 minutes.
I think it's gotten a remaster, I think. That's on Precinct 13. Because it's playing, or it was playing this last weekend, both at the Alamo and at Nighthawk, because I think there was like a remaster coming out.
That's cool.
So that's very timely.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would recommend it. I think I really liked it. But also I've liked everything I watched that John Carpenter did, so this is not shocking.
My man makes good movies.
He does. And then my big win is that I finally watched the original Exorcist, which...
Sick.
As everybody knows, I am afraid, I'm working on it, afraid of, like, demon possessions and that kind of stuff in movies. And The Exorcist was always the movie where I was like, I'm never gonna watch this in my whole life. And then the other day, I was like, okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna give it a shot. And it took me 2 days. I had to split it because my roommate came home in the middle. And I was like, I don't know if I can finish this tonight. And she was like, great, because I'm not gonna fucking watch it. And I was like, I love you. Thank you for saving me from myself. But I did it, and I really liked it. There were a couple things I wish that I had gotten a little extra warning for, so I should have like gone through Does the Dog Die before I watched it. But that's on me. But otherwise, I'm like, I get it. I understand, like, why this is one of those things that made such a cultural impact. I like a lot of the parts. It's like, it's interesting to see things that have a lot of, like, that repeat in terms of, like, cultural touchstones, like that piece of music.
Tubular Bells.
The shot of the Exorcist walking up to the house, and it's almost in black and white. The stuff that the daughter says, the head spinning, like, all those things, it's like, this is what you hear about the Exorcist, and actually seeing them in their context was really interesting. And really cool. And, like, it's just a well-made movie, outside of all that other junk. It's just well done.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine seeing it in a theater at all. Imagine, like, let alone in 1973 when you have absolutely no warning for it. Jesus Christ, I would have like gotten up and left.
Yeah, several people did, I think.
Yes, understandably so.
Yeah,
oh my god,
freaked the fuck out based on what you said.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Do you know if you watched the director's cut or like the original? I think the director's cut is the most, like, widely, like, it's the one that's usually comes up first on streaming services and stuff. So
I watched it on HBO Max, so
probably okay. Because there was, like, in the original theatrical, I think there's some stuff that they filmed that they, like, were like, you have to cut this, or, like, they're like, this is too scary. Like, I think the crab walk down the stairs, I can't believe if that was, or, like, her walking backwards down the stairs.
I did not see that.
That's in the director's cut. Yeah, so there's some stuff that's just, like, cause that moment for me is the one where I'm just like, I'm gonna look over here now. I can't watch this. Like, I can't
understandable.
watch that.
Awful. Like, any shot of somebody doing stuff like that is always just, like, it's just so unnerving.
It's
right?
so bad. It's so bad. Yeah.
The kid is great.
She's very good.
I forget her name, but she is so good. She's terrifying.
Queen, what is her name?
Yeah. Any of that, like, body horror stuff does not freak me out quite so bad.
Linda Blair.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes, she's great. The guy who is playing the priest is, like, fucking heart-wrenching. My god. I cried more than once, which is not shocking as someone who cries over everything. Z, do you care about spoilers?
No, go nuts.
I figured you're never going to see this movie.
Well, so. No, the thing is that I would like to see it someday.
Okay, great.
And I am going to read an incredibly detailed plot summary before I do, because otherwise I will absolutely nope directly the fuck out of this movie.
Yes, you should. And
so
that also,
away.
Yes, he dies at the end of the movie. It's him and another priest who is, like, an established exorcist doing the exorcism. They leave the room because the demon starts making fun of the younger exorcist. His mom just died, and he's saying, like, you should have saved her or whatever. So he has to leave. The older guy goes in. There's a bunch of sounds. And the younger guy goes in, and the other one has died. He, like, had a heart attack. And he like, grabs the girl and is like, just take me. The demon possesses him. And then tries to kill the girl using his body. And he, like, physically is, like, takes over his body again and just, like, he's like, I don't know if he, like, screams no, or he throws himself out of a window to prevent himself from hurting her or hurting anybody else.
Oh, shit.
And dies, obviously. And it was just, like, heart-wrenching. You see him, like, surrounded by all these people who, like, came and ran for him. And later his buddy, who is also a priest, comes and, like, holds his hand and, like, tries to give him his last confessional. And I'm, like, choking up a little thinking about it.
Fellas.
It's just heart-wrenching. He's like sobbing, trying to like get him into heaven. My God. So anyway, it's really good.
Yeah, it's a good film.
It's really, really good.
Sick.
Yeah. I would, I guess, like to go back because I was like, man, I'll never want to watch this again. Probably, I do think I want to see it again.
All right.
Yeah, I think I would like to watch the director's cut, though I will probably look up, like, what else is different that is going to spook me. But
I'm trying to remember if there's... Because what really... the director's cut was the only version I've ever seen. So I can't remember if I'm just making up the fact that the backwards, like, trap walk down the stairs was only in that. And I feel like...
It's not in the version of the movie I saw, so...
Oh, okay. That's right. You said that. I think there's some stuff that's, like, very subtle that really got me when I watched it for the first time, where there's, like, the face of the demon.
Yes, I did see that.
Okay, yeah, that, like, appears on, like, there's one scene where the mom is walking through the house, and she, like, closes the refrigerator door, and on the back of the door is this impression of the face for like half a second, and it's like I know that later when Regan goes to the hospital, they're like, when they're doing tests on her, his face appears again and stuff. But there's like that whole scene, there's some like really subtle like little things, and I can't remember if that's in the director's
I think it happens again in the bedroom. I didn't see the fridge one, but it's in the hospital, and there's another time again where they're trying to talk to her. Maybe during the exorcism, and you see it again briefly. It's all just like these really subtle flashes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which that didn't get me. I was just like, demon.
Look at demon.
It's interesting, like, what are the different things that scare people? It's so...
Yeah.
Anyway, so long story short, I'm really glad I finally got to see that. I feel so victorious. I have won. God knows what I'll be able to tackle. There's all these like ghost movies too that I've been unable to watch. So we'll see. Maybe I'll start working my way through those and seeing what I can handle. Whew.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I watched. That's me.
Nice. I have a really short list because I've been spending a lot of time in the last 2 weeks watching my roommate play Breath of the Wild and also not sleeping very well. So, one does what one must. A friend came back to town to visit, and we were, like, fucking around at the first store. And I saw a copy of a DVD of the Triplets of Belleville and went, I need to own that movie. And then we went home and I made everybody watch the Triplets of Belleville movie.
Yeah, you did.
Which was fabulous. They both loved it. So, that's great because that movie is so good.
It is.
I just love it. It was only the second time I'd seen it. I was just like, I'm just in love with this movie. Like it's it's one of my like happy place movies in a way that I like can't exactly articulate. It's like the perfect blend of like, it's heartwarming to me. And it's like it's charming. It's like bizarre, but it's like I find how bizarre it is like charming and endearing. It makes me, I don't know, there's something about it that just pleases the weird little kid in me. Yeah.
I love that.
And everybody gets the song stuck in their head for days, which is great. There's something incredible about people, and so if you haven't seen this movie, shut your ears for the next 10-15 seconds. There's something incredible about being the only person on the couch who's seen this movie, waiting for the old woman to pull out the stick grenade. Like, just the moment of her, like, pulling a stick grenade out so she can blow up frogs is, like, so good.
My favorite thing to witness on people sometimes is that weird little, like, completely unexplained, like so many artistic and style, like, choices in that movie. The two bodyguards of whoever's running the
Oh,
you know, the guys with the massive
just,
black
like,
suits.
periodically just, like, undergo cellular mitosis.
Yeah, where they're just, like, one person, and then there's the scene in the hallway, and they're walking, and they audibly split off into two different people, and you're just like, what? You watch this as, like, a 10-year-old, and you're like, I'm sorry? And then there's no explanation, so you just kind of have to roll with it. I like witnessing people see that for the first time, because when I was a kid, I was like,
good. You're extremely correct. I need to make sure that Ben watches that movie because I need to make so many jokes about, like, if you spend enough time at the department, that's what you become. Also, it reminded me of the Kingpin design from fucking Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, kind of.
In an absolutely exquisite way. Anyway, did I talk about Yona of the Dawn last time we recorded?
A little bit. Remember. But not, like, a bunch.
I've been watching that, which is just, I was heartbroken to find out there's only one season of this, because I had sort of, this is gonna sound stupid, but I didn't really realize how much, like, historical fantasy, anime was out there. I'm pretty familiar with more of, like, a modern setting fantasy type stuff, or, like, sports ones, slice of life ones, fighting ones with card games ones. Anyway, I don't know. Whatever the fuck Yu-Gi-Oh! Is.
Do you really want to know?
So Ezra.
Actually, I think it's funnier if I don't.
Yeah.
We can have my ignorance of Yu-Gi-Oh! Be an ongoing bit.
Quietly closes can of worms that was almost...
Quietly closes the can of worms labeled Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Yeah, no, I know. I'm Helena.
What?
I know. I have been on the internet for a very long time. I am aware of Naruto Abridged. Anyway.
Oh, man.
It's very fun and very... I just was like... It's kind of really just what I've been in the mood for, because ever since I was a little kid, like, I love fantasy, I love historical fiction, and so that moment of, like, fictionalized, like, pseudo late medieval, like, feudalist kind of thing, it's just my jam. And the characters are really good. The dub is, like, is really well done. Not the dub. Anyway. Fuck, are we watching the dub? I'm so fucking tired. No, this one we're not watching the dub. It's Spy Family that the dub is incredible. I fucking love Spy Family. I'm also watching that. It's unrelentingly cute. If you like found family shit, like for real found family shit, watch Spy Family. It's impeccable. Anyway, Yona of the Dawn fucking bangs. Like, enough that, like, we're gonna run out of the one season they did of it, and then Kaya's like, I need the manga. And I was like, I've never read a manga in my life, and I might have to try.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so, Kaya's plan to turn me into an anime nerd is, inching along. Don't worry about it. And
I'm muted. Ezra, okay. There's 40 volumes.
That's a lot of manga.
Yeah, so just be aware.
Okay, we'll see.
I don't know who I was talking to. Maybe there's someone I follow on Twitter who was talking about this again recently. I don't know, it's just like a weird...
It's on, Hulu?
Yeah, I think it's also on Crunchyroll, which I have a subscription for.
I would definitely give it a go. I like it a lot. I find the characters really fun and compelling.
If that is the kind of thing you like, I'll have to see if there's anything else that...
Oh, hell yeah. I would absolutely take more recommendations. That's just like...
Besides my one standard recommendation. I'll see if there's anything else I can grab.
Sick. But yeah, no, highly recommend watching it. The two main characters are fucking hysterical. We spend a lot of time yelling at one of the other characters, like, you had the perfect thing going. You could have achieved your goal via threesome instead of regicide, and you opted for regicide. You're an idiot.
Mature hour. They always do that.
Something, when you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Only 2 graves, I'm killing way more people than that idiot.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's very fun and you should watch it. And I also finally went to go see Everything Everywhere All at Once, which the Pickford is playing some of the Oscar-nominated movies again, so people have another chance to see them. And I'm excited to talk to Helena about it, because I think we had reasonably different experiences. So I don't know how much you want to talk about it or don't want to talk about it on this show.
I'm okay with talking about it.
No pressure.
I also have not seen it yet, so...
This is true, yeah,
I'm not going to get into, like, spoilers. I just don't want to get...
Yeah. But I'm interested to hear both of your opinions on it, so... I mean, whatever, they can suck my nuts.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I think that the performances are really great, especially from Michelle Yeoh and Kei Kwan and Stephanie Chu. I think that they're all really good.
I'm obsessed with Kei Kwan's face.
He's so wonderful.
I'm obsessed with his face.
That's my favorite performance in the film, if I'm being honest. Like,
Michelle Yeoh is really good, but I want him to win an Oscar for that so bad.
He's
luminous.
Yeah.
In that movie. It's wild.
Yeah, he's gonna win it. I think it's pretty much, like, done and done at this point, which is very great for him. Because, I mean, besides the fact that his performance is very good, he also just kind of has, like, I think, the most compelling narrative out of everybody in this supporting actor race right now.
That's true.
And he gives amazing speeches. He has Golden Globe acceptance speech when he won for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy. Globes. I didn't mostly. I also didn't, except I did watch his speech. It was very lovely. It made me cry. So yeah, the performances are all really great, and I also really admire a lot of the ambition of what's going on, like visually. I think it's really impressive, especially considering the budget that they had. They did a lot with very little. The editing is incredible. The visual effects are incredible.
The editing is really, really, really good.
Yeah. And it's kind of wild that they didn't, considering all the other Oscar nominations they got, it's kind of insane that they didn't even get shortlisted for Best Visual Effects.
They didn't?
No. They did not even get shortlisted.
Fucking Oscars sometimes.
Yeah, they're so stupid, especially since it looks visual effects wise, it looks very it looks a lot better than a lot of movies that did get nominated this year.
I was gonna say, it's like how do you? It's like, what? Was it so good that you didn't realize it was visual effects? Fuck you!
They're not the brightest. Sometimes,
as we say so frequently on our podcast.
Yeah.
Our Oscars critical podcast.
Those were positives that I liked about it. I thought it was exhausting to watch.
Interesting.
I also thought that it just didn't work for me tonally. I feel like a lot of the humor was really stupid and not very funny to me. Not all of it, just some of it. So
no, but some of it.
Just some of it. So when it interrupted moments or came into moments that were supposed to be moving and meaningful, I was but it's just so just tonally all over the place that I can't actually feel any connection or see the point of what you're saying. I did cry, just not at the part that everybody told me that I was going to cry at, which I also get really annoyed. People are like, "Oh, you're going to be really moved by this one particular part of it," and I was like, "Actually, I didn't."
I'm curious now. You should message me privately what the people told you was going to make you cry and what.
Well,
I'm very curious.
I just think that
not necessarily just because I'm curious.
No, I think just a lot of people, for obvious reasons, especially within our friend group, or our wider circle of acquaintances, were really moved by the stuff between the mother and the daughter, which I totally understand, and that did almost get me. But I was really moved by the stuff involving her and Waymond. So when she said something about her daughter finding somebody who would love her in the way that he loved her with, I can't remember what the quote is exactly, but I was like, yeah, because he's so wonderful, because he's just so great that you're just anything that he does in that movie is just, it really moves me. And I
all of the stuff with them in the alternate universe where they're just, like, in formal wear in that alley.
The whole Wong Kar-wai
ended me.
Yeah.
I know, I was like, oh, and now we're doing the Wong Kar-wai section of this movie, and I'm, like, bouncing up and down in my seat in delight.
Yeah. That was really special, that the two of them...
I want a whole movie of the two of them doing that.
Exactly. I just want the two of them to go off and do a Wong Kar-wai film together. So, like...
Exactly.
That's... Yeah, that's how I kind of feel about it. I'm just kind of like,
I have to go watch In the Mood for Love now.
Yeah, for real. In the Mood for Love and Chungking Express.
And Chungking Express.
Yeah, like, I get it. I get why people were into it, but I just was kind of like, not everything worked for me, so that's where I'm at. But
there were parts of it that I felt were lingered on some specific jokes too long.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I think that the more than feeling like it was tonally inconsistent, I felt like there were moments that were stuck out as spending too long on a joke because the rest of it was so well edited that they sort of degrade a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But like I found it very moving. It got me.
Yeah.
I found a bunch of different aspects of it to be very moving. I think for personal reasons, the idea of interacting with different versions of your life and feeling like those are better than you, was very personally affecting for me. Almost more than the mother-daughter relationship stuff.
Yeah.
It was really the internal stuff with Evelyn for me, I think, that got me as much as anything. And I was really, really charmed by its front to back originality.
Mm.
I think it just got a lot of points for me for sheer, like, nutso-ness. it appealed to the part of me that loves Brazil.
Yeah,
and shit like that, partly just because it's ridiculous.
The maximalism of it all is kind of...
Yeah, the maximalism of it all, that's a personal thing where I find that shit delightful. Even when it's not necessarily, like, the most, like, economic storytelling choice, or it's, like, it doesn't maybe quite land. The going for broke aspect of it, I find appealing. I had no fucking idea. I knew intellectually that Jamie Lee Curtis was in that movie, and I had absolutely no idea what I was getting out of Jamie Lee Curtis in that movie.
Yeah, that was pretty special.
That was nuts. I felt like, I don't know, that there's a couple of, like I said, there's a couple of things that also the more I think about them, the less... There's a couple of jokes that the more I think about them, the less I like them.
There's a couple of jokes for me in particular where I'm just like, that was so annoying. Like, and we can talk off the stream about that, like off the podcast about that.
I think I would imagine that at least one of them we're in agreement on.
Yeah.
I loved the costumes.
Costumes were great.
I loved the costumes. The costumes were so fucking fun. And it just, this is gonna sound, like, stupid and basic, but, colors. That movie was really colorful and lit really well, and I am a simple bitch, and I like it when my cinema is colorful and lit really well. Because the bar is on the floor. We do live in an era where,
Yeah, we did get
and
it so rarely.
I'm glad I saw it in a theater, because I think that I would not have enjoyed it nearly as much if I had been trying to watch it at home. I think I would have found it I think it would have been too much happening too fast and too loud if it was in my living room.
Well, see, that's the experience that I had watching it.
Oh, I cannot even imagine. I would not have liked this movie nearly as much if I hadn't seen it in the theater. I think it's almost... It's too much to process on a small screen. Like, it's just too much shit happening. Trying to put that much visual stimulus into a smaller box sounds like it hurts my eyeballs thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's literally
this
what happened.
This is obviously coming from someone who has not seen the movie yet. There is something to be said for, like, there's nothing wrong with a film that was filmed to be on a big screen.
Yeah.
But it is hard to then try and judge it from, like, it's on a small screen. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this.
No,
it makes it hard to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. And also makes it less accessible.
Yeah, that is true. And it sort of, it means it has sometimes it means it has less staying power, because it's like, if you want to revisit it, you're unlikely to be able to do so on a big screen.
Yeah. I'm not even
I also don't particularly need to see that movie again. That is another interesting thing. Like, I have very little desire to put it under a microscope in the way that I would be by seeing it again. Because I guess I am a little bit afraid I'll like it less. And I would rather have the experience of watching it for the first time and then just kind of, like, let that marinate a little bit. Also, it's not, like, my favorite movie of all time or anything. But I had a great time seeing it in a movie theater.
It sounds very experiential, which, once again, is not a problem.
Extremely experiential. I think that's a great word for it.
I know we gotta wrap up soon.
Yeah.
But part of the reason I haven't seen it yet is it's because one of those movies where everyone and their mom has been talking about it, which is not bad, right? Yeah, clearly it's been very impactful. But it's one of those things where everyone has been kind of on my nuts about seeing it, which has made me want to see it less because I have that horrible personality trait, and I'm trying to get over it.
Well,
I think it's, for me, one of those things where I'm going to let it just kind of mellow out. I'll wait for probably Oscar season to be over. I'll wait for that to kind of die down. And then I'll be able to experience it without worrying about all the other opinions of people who have been talking about it with me, right? I get it just kind of similar to, I talked about this with Leia, because we were talking about going to see RRR in a theater, and I was like, I don't think I want to go see it. And she was like, that's okay, you don't have to. And I was like, no, it's not that I don't want to see it, right? It's because I think I want to experience it on my own. Just kind of like, without thinking about other people's opinions or thoughts, whatever. I just kind of want to sit in my own home and, like, experience something that people have been really hyped up about without having to think about other people.
I don't think that's a horrible personality trait. I think that's completely valid, really.
The horrible personality trait is specifically the part where it's like, everyone's been talking about this, I don't want to watch it where it's kind of like, all right, you're being a little bit bratty about this.
I will admit to being a little bit bratty about it too, but also, like, hype fatigue is fucking real.
And when people won't shut up about something that you're like, and they just, like, won't stop talking to you about it sometimes, and you very clearly are just like, I wish I could have a conversation with you about this, but I very clearly can't have a conversation with you about it right now. It can be a little bit exhausting. It goes both ways to some point.
Yes. This is not to say any of my friends who've been trying to get me to watch it, I'm not, like, mad at you. No. This is just like I'll get there eventually, I promise, guys.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed just Kaya and I went to go see it, and Kaya's not a film guy in terms of, like, is not, like, jacked into, like, the like film discussion. Obviously, like, likes movies and has good taste in media, but, you know, it's not like jacked into, like, social media about movies. And so it was nice to just, like, neither of us had seen it before. Neither of us really had, like, thought that. We just were both like, I want to go see that movie. So we just, like, went to go see it on a Saturday night. And it was, like, a very normal movie-going experience, which I also think was a benefit there.
Yeah.
Like, although they, you know, because they were rescreening it, like, the majority of people who in the theater had already seen it, many of them twice. Like, this was a lot of people's third time going to go see it. So it's clearly, like, it has rewatch value for a lot of people, just because I'm not super interested in rewatching it. You know, that's fine. I'm so glad that those people had a good time.
How many times
bought
have I
tickets to go see things at my local fucking indie theater, because they bought another building and they're gonna renovate it, and they're gonna have 3 more screens, which is really exciting. So If you, by chance, live in Bellingham and listen to this show, donate to the Pickford on Grand. Do it. More movies, better.
I mean, how many times have I rewatched National Treasure?
They will screen Lawrence of Arabia for me.
Someday they will screen Lawrence of Arabia for you.
Someday!
By God. We will get there.
That movie in the theater so bad.
Someday you'll be in the projector booth, screening it for yourself.
It'll be like breaking in there. At like 9 a.m.
I kind of love that. Like the fifth Avatar movie comes out, and people are all like going to see the fifth Avatar movie, and the previews end, and all of a sudden it's like the fucking. It's fucking Lawrence of Arabia.
It's the fucking overture. Why is the screen black in the overture for Lawrence? You
why
hear
does
me cackling
so
in the projection booth, and the overture for Lawrence of Arabia starts.
Didn't Peter O'Toole die like several years ago? Wasn't the last movie he got nominated for like Iris in 2009 or something like that?
That would be insane if Peter O'Toole was in an Avatar movie.
Not Iris. That was Jim Broadbent. What movie did he do? He got nominated for Venus or something.
Anyway. We need to go
to bed.
Oh, God bless.
I haven't eaten dinner yet.
We need to go to bed in so many different ways, metaphorically and literally.
For real. I love movies.
I love movies.
They're alright.
I like National Treasure.
Fine, Helena.
I like movies.
Alright, Helena. It's not like you've spent several years doing a film podcast with us. 4. Last time I checked.
Damn.
They're pretty good.
It'll be 4 this year.
We should figure out what we're going to do for our 100th episode.
I think we've talked about it.
We've talked about it.
We have.
Yeah, there's a pin in the Discord about some ideas.
Okay,
well, that'll be happening this year, so...
I'm just saying, listeners, if you have 100th episode suggestions, or indeed any episode suggestions, you know where to find us. And if you don't, we'll tell you in the outro.
Speaking of...
Thanks for hanging out with us here on Sneeple at the Movies from the Infinity Break Network. Check out infinitybreak.net for more awesome content, and come hit us up on Twitter at people_snake, or shoot us an email at sneepleatthemovies@gmail.com. Our amazing music was done by Johnny Ronaldo, who you can find at Johnny Ronaldo on Twitter. Our super snazzy, I did it! Our super snazzy logo was designed by Bethany Luthold.
Okay, check get that right every time, so get good.
.wixsite.com. If you've got a subject you want to hear us talk about, a movie you think we absolutely need to see, or want to pitch us your idea for the third National Treasure movie, come say hello! Also, if you can, please leave a review on iTunes and share the show with any friends you think would enjoy it. Any way you can spread the news helps us out a lot, and we would really appreciate it. As always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the movies.